So today we're going to focus on metacognition. Everybody say it with me, say metacognition.
Metacognition.
All right, we're going to break it down. Metacognition.
Metacognition.
Now put it together, metacognition.
Metacognition.
And metacognition is thinking about thinking. And specifically, it's thinking about your thinking. And why we're going to learn about metacognition is because we're going to do some reflections today. Some very important reflections. We're going to think about our learning and then thinking about our thinking as well. So everyone, our focus is reflection on growth. Our essential question is, how did European exploration and colonization lead to cultural similarities? So earlier this year, we learned about how Europeans explored North and South America, also went through Australia and various other places. But I want you guys to reflect on how European exploration and colonization changed cultures of places and brought European culture all over the world. So on the board here, we have some hot topic reflections. The first one is European exploration and colonization. And then the second is language, religion, and cultural similarities of Europe, Latin America, and Australia. So what I want everyone to do right now, I want you to get with a partner so we can move our desks around a little bit and group up. And I want you guys just to have a very short discussion about European exploration and colonization. I want you guys to identify the different European countries that colonized different places and talk about what they might have left there, what they would have brought and what they would have carried back with them. So everyone, for about 4 minutes, not 4, we'll say 2 minutes, I want everyone to take some time and get with a partner or get with a small group and have a small discussion about European exploration and colonization. You may begin. You guys can put it together. So what can you tell me about any European countries that explored Latin America, Australia, and these places? Okay, so what countries in particular? How many countries in I want you guys to talk amongst each other. All right, so you guys will have a big group here. So time close. So you ready? Okay, so what can you guys tell me about European exploration? What can you tell me about European exploration? Okay, Brazil. What about Brazil? Okay, it was colonized, but not much land by someone else. You see the different languages there. Okay, yeah, so we see Portuguese there. So what country? Portugal, very good. Okay, so what do you think, other than language, what else do you think they brought there? Okay, you say you might have brought disease there. Okay. But what else would culture? I want you guys to talk about what other cultural items they brought. All right, so what are you guys talking about? You're not talking yet?
You said it's just about highlights. Europeans like they got the agreement trading like stuff like that.
Okay, so they definitely traded a lot, and that was part of the reason why they explored. They wanted to find people to trade with.
Like other countries.
Right, they want to find people to trade with, and they want to find items to actually trade as well. So I want you guys to start talking about other countries, like countries in Europe that went to Latin America or went to Australia. Name those countries, start them down, all right? And I'm gonna get everybody together. Name some countries from Europe that explored and colonized places in Latin America, North America, Australia.
I get a marker so I can write something down on paper because I ain't got no paper. You want to write a line or
Brazil is one of the larger countries
Okay.
in South
I like what you guys are doing here. Take some notes.
That's what I said. South America is Latin America.
Yes, yes, exactly right. All right, so I'm just sitting on top of this. All right, so what country
It
is
was
that?
colonized from Spain. That's what made it Latin America because all the countries like
European countries, you know? Spain, okay. And how do we know that Spain actually colonized places in Latin America? Because they speak Spanish. Are there any other things that maybe the Spanish brought from Spain to Latin America?
that's the US. Haiti.
They brought people. So how do you think how it's affected how people live?
Cuba.
Okay, that's exactly correct. Yeah. So people speak a little bit differently because of listening or something like that. All right, very good. All right, everybody, about 20 more seconds. About 20 more seconds of conversation, and then we have to move together and move on because I want to do a lot of thinking about our thinking. Okay? A few more minutes.
Another country.
Cuba, Australia, Brazil, Argentina, Chile.
Czech Republic, they got
Argentina.
cheap, fat.
Guatemala. Guatemala.
Germany got airport right now.
Very good. All right. Everybody, it sounds like we're doing really good now, so I need everyone to stop for a moment. Let's pause. Let's move these back for a moment. Let's move these back and straighten up a little bit. All right, if you're already there, you're good to go. Let's straighten up real quick. Okay, you put the door right here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. So, it's cool. Let's go ahead and move on. Make sure we're comfortable and good. All right. So, in conversations, I heard a few things. I heard some people talk about some specific countries, European countries, that did some exploration and colonization. I also heard about some countries that the European countries went to. Arlena gave a very good example to me about how she knew that the Spanish colonized a large portion of Latin America, and that was because if we go to Latin America, the people there to this day speak what language?
Spanish.
Spanish. So, when we look at this, think about our thinking. When we were first learning about colonization, how did you feel? What were you thinking about when you were learning that? Like, for instance, You were thinking about, what about Europe?
The land there.
The land there? So why were you thinking about the land in Europe? I mean, to me, we just got done doing all our big projects, and we were talking about natural resources. So you have to start thinking about, wow, these folks traveled all over the world in search of what? In search of different resources, different natural resources, because maybe they were lacking certain resources, or maybe they wanted some different things. Okay? So think about your thinking right now. What resources do you have in your life right now? And what are some resources that you might want in the future that you don't have now? And then, how will you go about getting it? That's something to think about.
Let's say like if you want to make, like, cause people saying like in the future it's gonna be like floating cars, flying cars, but like if you really want to happen, you can build it. It's easy to build it. Flying car.
Okay, you might have to create your own resources, right? Use what you have to create something different or something new. Yes?
My bad. We got arable land, so like we could basically go anything next. We can grow some watermelons.
Oh wow, so he talks about some of the resources he has. He says in his backyard they have arable land, which is land that they can plant on, right? So he says he's gonna make some they're gonna start growing some watermelons in your backyard? Yes.
In my grandma's backyard, she grew carrots and cabbage.
All right, so his grandma grows carrots and cabbage, but she has arable land back there. So that's a big resource. So you can gain things from that resource like food, right? Yes, Dante?
I have a valuable business.
Okay, you could have some valuable businesses. You might have some businesses that are established to do certain things like maybe trading, maybe businesses that are established that provide food, that provide clothing or make shelter, right? So, getting back to our hot topic reflections, what I want everyone to start doing right now, I want you to look at European Exploration and Colonization, and also language, religion, and cultural similarities of Europe, Latin America, and Australia. And I want you guys to think back. I want you to think back. When you learned about how the United Kingdom colonized Australia, I want you to think about why the people in the United Kingdom wanted to colonize somewhere like Australia. Or when we had Spain and Portugal that dominated Latin America. Why do you think they chose to colonize those areas, to establish part of their civilization, part of their culture there in that area? Okay? One question, yes, sir?
Because they probably wanted something needed.
Okay, you said it was something they needed. Okay, yes, Dante?
It probably take something from them so they can get a stronger army.
Okay, so you want to take some, so maybe they could do something to make their military better. Okay, those are very good comments. I'll take one more, and then we're gonna move on to you guys and your writing session. Yes.
Like they taking that. Like, you know how they trade a lot and stuff. Like,
Yes.
And then so what they can trade like weapons and stuff to other countries, and so they can get like bigger weapons instead of just and they can fight against the country or the state, whoever they're going against.
Yeah, you're right. Because you know what? A lot of times we trade things that we have for things that we want. So he was giving an example of weapons. If I have a certain weapon, but I want a different one, I might have to trade someone X amount of my weapons to get X amount of theirs. So that's very good. What I want you guys to do right now, I want you on your paper, on your white paper, I want you to take some time and I want you to write about your thinking. So when these hot topics come up, what does it make you think about? What does it make you think about? So I want everyone right now to begin working. If you have any questions, I'll be walking around. question or are you stretching? All right. I like how everybody is working. All right, another minute, we're going to think, pair, share. That means we're gonna get together with a partner and you guys are gonna share what you guys have put down so far. That's only a short amount of time, but I want you guys just to put down those thoughts. What are you thinking about when you see those hot topics? Okay? What are you thinking about? We're gonna write about our opinions.